Figure It Out is an American children's panel game show that airs on Nickelodeon. The original series, hosted by Summer Sanders, ran for 4 seasons from July 7, 1997 to January 12, 2000. The revival of the show, hosted by Jeff Sutphin, ran from June 11, 2012 to July 16, 2013. The series was originally recorded at Nickelodeon Studios at Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. The revival episodes are filmed on Stage 19 at Paramount Studios in Los Angeles. Children with special skills or unique achievements compete as contestants on the show, while a panel of 4 Nickelodeon celebrities try to guess the predetermined phrase that describes the contestant's talent. The series is a loose adaptation of What's My Line? And I've Got a Secret, both established panel shows created by Mark Goodson and Bill Todman. Shortly after the series aired its last first-run episode, Figure It Out began airing repeats on Nick Gas until the network ceased at the end of 2007. Several episodes of the Sanders-hosted series have also aired as part of the 90s Are All That, a 1990s-oriented rerun block that airs on TNIC. In 2012. In 2013, Sutphin confirmed via Twitter that no new episodes of the revival of Figure It Out will be produced. Gameplay. Each episode has 2 sets of 3-timed rounds, in which the panel takes turns asking yes or no questions to try to guess the contestant's talent. Each time a panelist mentions a word that is part of the phrase that describes the secret talent, the word is turned over on a game board displaying the puzzle. This game board was referred to as Billy the Answer Head during the original series run and is known simply as the It board in the show's current adaptation. This game board shows which words of the phrase are guessed, along with blanks denoting words that the panel didn't solve. Prepositions and articles, such as of and are provided automatically. During the very early episodes of the show, synonyms of words that were on the board were accepted by the judges. This was quickly changed, with panelists having to say the exact word in a contestant's talent in order for that word to be revealed on the board. The contestant wins a prize after each round that their talent remains unguessed. The prize for winning the 3rd round is a trip. In Season 1, prizes consisted mainly of leftover props from then-defunct Nickelodeon shows such as All That, Legends of the Hidden Temple and Global Guts. Merchandise prizes and gift cards for stores including Kids Foot Locker, Toys R Us, and Lowe's began to appear as prizes during later seasons. If round 3 ends with at least one word left unrevealed, each panelist takes one final guess as to what the contestant's talent is. The game ends when a panelist guesses the secret talent, or if no panelist guesses the secret talent correctly after the last guess stage. During each round, the panelists receive one clue as a hint to one of the words of the secret phrase. The clue usually takes the form of physical objects, such as dates to indicate a clue about calendars. Sounds. The clue Kano featured messy clues erupting out of the clue boxes all over the panel, making them just as messy as a sliming, especially in the Sutphin era, which made the panel cautious when opening the clue boxes, or pantomime. Clue Force 3. Usually 2 or 3 cast members that act out a word from the phrase during round 3. With Clue Force 3, Pictionary was sometimes used instead of pantomime. At the end of the game, after the secret talent is revealed, the contestant demonstrates or displays their skill and discusses it with the host and panel. Secret slime action in each game. From the start of round 2, a randomly selected member of the studio audience plays for a prize. If at least one or more panelists perform the action, those panelists will be slimed by the end of round 3. The action designated as the secret slime action is typically simple and almost guaranteed. Touching a clue, looking to the left, using the phrase, "Are you?" or "Is it?" looking to the audience behind the panel, saying, "I don't know," which panelist Danny Tamborelli was notable for saying at the top of his lungs on this show. Having a certain name and even being a panelist were all used as actions. For example, Steve Burns was slimed because the secret slime action was having a blue dog, Alex Hartman was slimed because the secret slime action was wearing a red unitard to work, and Jade Ramsey was slimed because the secret slime action was having an identical twin sister. Despite this, and contrary to popular belief, the secret slime action was not always performed in the original series. In the new version, secret slime actions are almost impossible to miss, and so far, there has not been a single show in which it was not performed during both halves of gameplay. In episode 14 of season 6, however, there was finally an instance where it was not performed. The secret slime action in that episode was saying, "Wait," for the first segment. Some actions are logically not able to be forced, such as thinking about coconuts, or thinking about mushroom soup, especially in the latter seasons. A successful action has mostly been a foregone conclusion. The variables have only been when it will be triggered, and by whom. When the secret slime action is triggered, all play stops while the panelist is slimed and the action revealed, after which gameplay resumes. The host knows of the action and sometimes tricks the panelists into performing it by making them say or touch something. Word of honor in the 2012 revival. Prior to each game, one word of either the first or second contestant's secrets may be designated as the word of honor. Should the panel guess this word, the contestant is slimed. As the contestant is slimed, gameplay and the clock are paused. If the word of honor was unguessed, it would be out of play for the rest of the show. The word of honor is also shown on a green background instead of the white background. Also, if a player got slimed by the word of honor, Elle would tell the player that they got slimed when she recaps the prizes that player won. One notable occurrence of the word of honor in season 5 featured the contestant running off the set when the word was guessed, resulting in Jeff having to chase him off set to bring him back and held him down to ensure he got slimed. Panelists. Either 3 or all 4 panelists are taken from Nickelodeon shows airing at the time. Regulars during the original run included All That cast members Amanda Bynes, Laurie Beth Denberg, Kevin Coppolo and Danny Tamborelli. The first seat on the panel was usually reserved for an adult panelist, either an adult actor from a Nickelodeon program or a non-Nickelodeon celebrity. In several episodes, Cat and Dog from Cat Dog, rendered in CGI, and Cousin Skeeter, a puppet character, were panelists, but never at the same time. In seasons 5 and 6, the first seat was not reserved for an adult, but Matt Bennett from Victorious and Ciara Bravo regularly appeared in the first position. Format changes. Season 3, the series became Figure It Out, family style, featuring 2 or 3 contestants who were related, typically parent, child or siblings. Sometimes on the second half the panel can have a family member of the contestant. Sometimes, the Charade Brigade can have family members of the panelists and the host. Figure It Out, family style also features Little Billy. If the panelists figured out the contestant's secret, then Little Billy would come out. Summer reads a question about the family's talent and then each panelist will try to guess one answer. If they can't figure it out, then the answer in Little Billy would reveal, and which gives the family another chance to win a prize. Season 4, the show was retitled Figure It Out, Wild Style and focused solely on talents involving animals. In addition, Billy the Answer Head was reshaped into various animals. During these episodes, the panelists went wild with hair, wigs and makeup, sporting a different, distinctive look. This is the only Figure It Out season without Laurie Beth Denberg. The reason why is because she left both All That and Nickelodeon and went on to The Steve Harvey Show. During these episodes, 7 different panelists such as Steve Burns, Shane Sweet, Erin J. Dean, Christy Knowings, Irene Eng, Kevin Coppolo and Kareem Blackwell permanently replace Laurie Beth in the chair that she always sits. Season 5, the show was retitled once more to Figure It Out, and Jeff Sutphin took over as host. The set, host, panelists, theme music and logo were all modified to serve Nickelodeon's contemporary audience. Gameplay was also slightly modified to include the Word of Honor component and to shorten the lengths of rounds 2 and 3. Also, Billy the Answer Head was changed to the It board, the Clue Express was renamed the Clue Coaster, and the Charade Brigade was changed to Clue Force 3, featuring Lorenz Arnell, Gevorg Manokian and Julius Rednicki. Season 6, the show was brought back after the long gap in the summer. The style of the show stays the same, but with some changes, such as a fifth seat and slime spewer added to the panel desk for the kid panelist who won a summer contest to appear for one whole episode. Famous contestants. On April 7, 1998, future country music singer-songwriter Hunter Hayes was a contestant on Figure It Out when he was 6 years old. His talent was playing the accordion. Sam Roberts, host of After Opie and Anthony Live on Sirius XM, appeared on an episode in Season 2. His talent was flipping quarters off of his ankle. Marcus Stroman of the Toronto Blue Jays was a prize winner in episode 13 of Season 1.